You gotta grind, you gotta work, you gotta go after it, you gotta go get what you know is yours. You gotta be willing to work.
And work, and work, and work. You just gotta put one foot in front of the other and work, and work, and work.
See, real work, see, it happens when all the excuses cease to exist. See, what do I mean? What do I mean by that? Because all excuses are, it's just an image that's come into your mind that you have now believed. See, when you erase the image that's in your mind, see, you open yourself up to your future. You open yourself up to your destiny. You open yourself up to your potential. Why? Because the image causes fear. The fear causes stagnation and hesitation. Hesitation will leave you in the dust. It'll keep you right where you are because you're afraid. See, that's why you won't work. See, if the truth be told, you're afraid to succeed. You're afraid to be great. You're afraid to be number one because you don't know if you have what it takes. You have what it takes.
Work, and work, and work, and work. You just gotta put one foot in front of the other and work, and work, and work.
But I'm telling you right now, you got everything.
Edge life, you're too close to the ledge. We gon' push you forward a few steps ahead. It's that edge life. Oh, oh, gotta get it in your head, baby. Welcome to the edge life. You're too close to the ledge. We gon' push you forward a few steps ahead. It's that edge life. Oh, oh, gotta get it in your head. Welcome to the edge life.
What is going on, good people? You have made it to another Sunday. Philip Edge and
Carrie Edge.
And this is the Edge Life 7
Life.
podcast. We are here. It is going down.
It is going down. Like, I wish we still had like the beat in, like in the background.
Oh, you want some music?
No.
I mean, we can work it out now. Like we can do it.
Edge Life. I look at that and I look at our hair.
Her hair was kind of crazy.
No, our hair is like different. Like, you just gotta look, through all the videos of all
my hair ain't changed much.
No, your hair changed. Y'all look at his beard. I'm just saying.
This is true. I forgot about the hair on my face.
Mm-hmm.
So, baby, how are you doing? We have had an amazing week. What's going on? Tell the people what's going down.
Yeah, just a busy week. Yeah.
Busy.
Great weather.
Ooh-wee.
Some sporting events.
Yeah. Yeah.
Time with children.
Yep.
By their own.
Yes.
That's what they used to say when they were little.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Good stuff. How about you?
Listen, it is going amazing. Got a lot of things happening this week. Oh my gosh, we're beginning our 6-week masterclass, and that. Woo! Listen,
that's this week.
That's
not
this
last
week. Yeah, that is this week. We're beginning the 6-week masterclass. It's going down. It's called The Best You, and literally we are helping people go from where they are to where they need to be. Oh my gosh, we got so many awesome things. So we're excited. First actual session is Saturday, but they actually start tomorrow. They have activities and things like that they'll be doing all week long. So I'm really excited about that. Yep. Got a couple other things just up my little sleeve here. So, it's about...
Not too many, because it's kind of...
Well, I was trying to work out just a little bit. I was trying to get it right. You feel it? Yeah. I was trying to get it right.
That class is going to make me get my book out.
Yeah.
Best you yet.
I'm telling you, it's about... Look, please, somebody, in the comments, please tell her that she needs to go ahead and do this book.
So... Yeah.
It's funny. It's funny because today
I lost everything on my computer. So.
Well, but here's the thing. Today we have a very special guest today. We are bringing none other than author Trae Johnson on today. Trae is, first of all, he's an amazing guy. He's an amazing husband. I just want to make sure I get those things out. He's an amazing man, but he's an amazing husband.
Talk to his wife.
Well, hey, that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? You got to get that out there. But here's the thing. One thing about author Trae Johnson is he actually is the leader and founder of a publishing company. So we might mess around and see what we can do to finagle some things. Campagna. Yeah, we might finagle some things and be like, hey, I know somebody who need to get a book done. I need somebody who need to get a book done.
And then it got gone.
It
can be done again.
That's right.
Maybe it'll be better the second time around.
Well, it's always better.
Kind of like
the
a casserole.
Yeah, the second
chili.
day.
Yeah.
Well, that's always good.
Yeah.
That's always good. That's always good. So listen, let's go ahead and jump. Yeah, let's jump into this thing today because we have been working all week long. We've been excited. We've been pushing. I mean, we've been jumping on this thing right here. Hold it up. Hold it up.
Yes.
That right there. That book right. And this, y'all, this book is amazing. It's called Family Scars by author Trae D. Johnson. And this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go ahead and bring in my dear brother, Mr. Trae D. Johnson. Y'all go ahead right where you are. Make some noise for my brother as we bring him in. Yes. Author Trae D. Johnson into his house. Trae, what's going on with you, man? How you doing?
I am blessed, brother. Blessed, highly favored. How are you and your lovely wife, Carrie, doing?
Hey, man.
You're awesome.
We doing pretty good. We doing pretty good.
How about your wife, LaToya? How is she, sir?
Oh, she doing good. She's up in my man cave.
Okay. Well, I was gonna thank her, but she's taking full advantage of the fact that you are on this podcast today.
Oh, exactly. She's like, we're opposite. I can be in front of the stage. She prefer to be in the back. So
that's
okay.
She's happy where I miss. She just chilling. Yeah, you go, boy.
That's what I'm talking about.
Awesome.
See,
that's awesome.
That's awesome to have a good wife who's that cheerleader, right?
Yes.
And then we can cheerlead for y'all wives too. I'm telling you. So Trae, for the Edge Live 7 podcast audience, we want to jump right into this thing today, man. We know who you are, but we want you to take just a moment, man, and just tell the Edge Live 7 family, who is author Trae D. Johnson?
Okay, well, author Trae D. Johnson is a young man born in Augusta, Georgia, but raised in Harlan, Georgia, in a community called Campagna Publishing, which I named my publishing company after. Growing up, So growing up, I always wanted to be a writer. I can't sing, so I guess the best thing for me to do was write. So I wrote and just trying to find my edge. And look, my edge.
Well, hey,
and then
thanks for the
I
shout
see that.
out.
I see that.
See what you did there.
Yes. And so just been writing. I won a couple of contests. Like I won an essay contest to Denver, Colorado, to watch then Senator Barack Obama accept the nomination from the President of the United States.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm sitting here. I'm watching Jennifer Hudson, watching all these different celebrities. Like, okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
How
so
cool
I mean,
is that?
it was cool. I got a couple of pictures here and there. Just have to find it somewhere. But yeah, it was a great experience. And then after that, like I always want to be a writer, but it's always just didn't put in the work or I allowed fear to stop me from doing something I truly enjoy. And then one day I said, Buffett, I want to put out a book. What kind of book? Should I do a nonfiction or fiction?
Right.
But I introduce myself. So let's do a book that everyone can identify with, everybody can feel and understand and relate to.
Yeah.
Especially for those who read the book.
Yes.
And knowing how a popular gospel singer snapped his son.
Yes.
I kind of have something like this in my book with
well, hold on. Because we're gonna talk about this thing. We're gonna talk about this thing, but we're gonna talk about it. But hold on. Before we even jump into the book, okay, and before we jump into the publishing company, I gotta pause 20 seconds because I gotta pay homage where homage is due. Because Trae, you may not even know this, but Trae and I have a fond from the time that we were children. Like there is something that Trae and I both absolutely love. And yeah, he don't even know this now. But Trae,
well, I'm thinking of something. Yeah, I'm trying.
You think
is it initial ending?
Yeah, you got it. So Trae is a lover of what? Trae, say it.
New edition.
Yeah.
New edition.
Your mouth.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes,
Oh
Trae,
my goodness.
Trae is another NE fan. Oh my gosh, she's an
New Edition
aficionado,
fan.
and you know, all I know is growing up, New Edition was life for me, brother. Like New Edition was life. You know, there were many times that I thought I was Ralph Tresvant, and I was me and my cousin Ferran Flagler. We were literally
Shout out
we
to
were doing the
Ferran.
dances with my uncle Tracy. I
Yeah.
mean, man, we had that two-step was on point, brother.
my
The two-step was on
goodness.
point.
See, if I knew that, this is how much I'm a New Edition fan. I would brought the tapes and would just show you like these are the tapes straight out in 1987,
That's what I'm talking about.
1983.
Yes, yes.
I've been a fan since the Candy Girl.
Candy Girl.
Candy Girl,
Girl,
yes.
Is This the End? Whistles
Come on.
in Bed, Mary Jane, Delicious, Popcorn Love. I mean,
This
I'm
man.
the number one New Edition fan.
That's what I'm talking about.
Bobby at times. Yeah.
So Trae, you hold on. You still have the tapes.
Yes, no collector items.
The collectors
So let
items.
me ask you this: do you still have something to play the tapes on?
Yeah, I just gotta go to my dad's house. And, we got
Everybody can always go to the dad's house with that tape player.
That's right. That's right.
but a true story. When Bobby Brown came into town and had an autograph signing, besides him autograph my book, I showed him the cassette tape of King of Stage, his first solo album. He like, dang,
Oh,
still got
wow.
that. Yeah, I actually got a picture of me and Bobby. Since he said if I look at it, I'll send it to you. That I showed
Wow.
Bobby.
Oh my
the cassette
goodness.
tape.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Well, before we even moved on, I had to make sure I get that out because anytime I meet another NE fan, you know what I'm saying? I got to make sure we represent
that's awesome.
to the fullest. I got to
Yeah.
represent to the fullest.
That is
Appreciate it.
awesome. That is awesome.
So let's do it, babe. Let's jump into it.
So before we jump fully into the book, so I just have to say, like, in the back where it talks about the author in your book, I think because you listen to the podcast, but I work in mental health care, mental health recovery, and one of the things that I really found very empowering, and this is to not share the full story of the story because we want you to buy the book, everybody. And we'll definitely share the link. But, one of the things that you say in here that you really want to do is to write books that educate students, parents, and high school counselors, as well as creating imaginary works of art that draw you into the characters and to the story. So even within Family Scars, there are components of, therapy in here. So talk to us a little bit about, why that's important to you. You said you wanted to have a book that's relatable, all of those sorts of things. This is awesome because we need to encourage people to explore their mental health and that side of themselves, and to be in touch with those places that hurt. Sometimes going way back, and sometimes from places that we don't even know. So talk a little bit about that. I just thought that was really awesome.
Oh, sure. I work in higher education and financial aid. And so I've talked to students who went through a whole lot of stuff in their lives. I mean, I've talked to students. I mean, when you talk about financial aid, you're going to open up a whole lot of things because you talk about people's money. And so I've had students that share with me that they've been raped before, their parents have stolen money from them, different abuse. So they've seen a whole lot of things.
Wow.
And I even had a student that unfortunately I didn't know she was going through some personal issues, and make a long story short, she snapped and she killed her daughter. And so exactly. And so, this happened maybe about 12 years ago.
Wow.
But when people don't feel good, they go to a doctor.
Right.
They got their foot hurt, you go to a foot doctor. If you got a headache, and you go to a medical doctor, or take some Advil or some type of medicine. But when you go through something that you need to talk to somebody, something mental, for some reason, a lot of communities is discouraged.
Right.
So I encourage someone to go ahead and talk to someone and get that help that you need. Because again, you really don't know how someone can deal with certain situations in life and how it affects somebody. And you can't really just say, hey, why you just don't do this or whatever, because people handle certain problems differently. And a lot of our issues, like I said, like scars that still affect us today, even if it's 20, 30 years ago. It's
Mm-hmm.
like I had someone who told me that they was, like I said, they were raped.
Mm.
And some people say just get over it. It's like even
Wow.
though it happened 20, 30 years ago, you can't get over the emotional scars
Right.
and the
Yeah.
pain that happened to you. So
Right.
It's
you need that therapy to help move you forward. So
absolutely.
people have shared a lot of things to me. And
Right.
so with the book, I just want to kind of encourage people to just get help, get assistance,
Yeah.
because you truly, truly don't know what people are going through in life.
Yeah.
That is awesome. So I applaud you for that. I mean, this is fictional work. However, it does have that encouraging component to just really push people outside of their comfort zone to say get some help, because I mean, here you are as someone doing financial aid and people are opening up to you.
Right.
I mean, sometimes people just need someone to talk to. We do have very complex stories. And speaking of
Yeah.
complex stories, talk about maybe some of some of the motivation, other than just trying to get the word out to encourage people to get help for the things that they're dealing with. But what was behind Family Scars?
Well, I wanted to introduce a family to people that they could understand, they can relate to,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
that they can see themselves in.
Mm.
Something that's interesting, something that they can feel, something they can be like, "Whoa, okay."
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, and then you can look at yourself and reflect on your own personal self, your own personal life. I mean, there's a lot of different elements in the story that people
Yes.
can deal with and can relate and can feel and so forth. So just was trying to give something that people will be interested in.
Right.
With
Yeah.
my type of style of writing, you can just read it, relax,
Yes. It
and
is
you can
very
be
laid
like,
back. Mm-hmm.
exactly, that's the
It's an
goal.
easy
I mean,
read. Mm-hmm.
I want you to enjoy reading
Mm-hmm.
because
Right.
there's so many competitions out there from TV
Yes.
and other medias. I want you to sit back, enjoy the read, and then just when you finish reading, you could be like, "Whoa,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
oh,
Right. Right.
Yeah. I read an article a couple
yeah,
of weeks ago, Trey, and it was about how there are so many people in America, well, really around the world, that are grieving.
Mm-hmm.
There's been so much loss over the last year. And this book, it kind of is kicked off. It starts with a loss,
Mm-hmm.
starts with a husband losing a wife. And you see within the story as it begins to unwrap, how important their relationship was.
Yes.
Also how mamas do,
Mm-hmm.
how mamas like
yes,
protect and keep, literally
mm-hmm,
they're the keeper of the key, wink
Mm-hmm.
wink. I've read the
yes,
story.
yes,
They keep all the secrets, they hold it down, they keep it together, they're like the
Yes.
glue. And so here the main character, Ellis, is trying to hold it all together after loss, plus he's grieving.
Right.
So he's dealing with components
mm-hmm,
of his family that he's never had to deal with before.
Right.
He's facing things, and they're all facing things that they don't know anything about. So talk to us a little bit about, is there a real personal motivation for you writing about grief? Has there been a significant loss in your family? If so, how have you moved beyond that? What advice might you have?
yeah. I mean, when I write or when I was writing this book, I thought about my mom. I mean, I lost
Mm.
my mother on July 4th, 2003, 5
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
a.m. at Augusta Hospital. I mean, Doctor's Hospital in Augusta, Georgia. So I think about that. And when she died, her and my father had celebrated 38 years of marriage. And then
wow.
she
Mm.
died she died the week after
Mm,
because of lung cancer.
Wow.
So
wow.
I think about that, and just far as my personal grief, but then also too, I think about our family, far as like from him,
Yeah.
been with somebody for 38 years,
Mm,
plus dated for 5, and then
Right.
my
yeah.
siblings, and then everybody else, because we all grieve differently. Some
Right.
people need to show it. Some people need to have their own personal space. I know
Right.
for me, I need my own personal space, far as me to grieve,
Mm-hmm.
relax, meditate, because for me, when my mom died, we buried her on a Wednesday,
Mm-hmm.
and then the next day I left, and I actually went to Conclave, Memphis.
Mm.
Wow.
After she died, because I just had to get away, you know, just for my own personal space, just get away, do some stuff, clear my head,
Hmm.
and then There might be some times that I just need to exhale, relax, just kind of think of some stuff or what I need to do, and so forth. And so that's kind of way how I heal. I know everybody does things differently.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, time heal all wounds.
Mm-hmm.
And you still miss her, and I still miss her. And you still have like Mother's Day and Christmas and different holidays. You think about her,
Right.
but I'm thankful from her and my granny. They always said that if something ever happened to them, of course you mourn, but
Mm-hmm.
don't stop living.
Yeah.
You gotta, move forward because again, they live their lives. My mom lived to 60. My granny lived to 90 because she also died of
Wow.
cancer.
Mm.
So they live a full life. But again, they always tell my siblings and even my father, don't stop living because they're gone. Move
Wow.
forward. And that's why, as far as in the front of the book, I dedicate the book to my
Yeah.
mother and my granny.
Yeah.
And just thank you for the inspiration. And I wish they was here to see it, but God has His own plan. So I got to keep faith in what His direction is, and I'm just happy to bring it to life.
Wow. Well, thank you for using your grief, your
Yeah.
scar, to help others' scars heal. I really,
It's
I
powerful.
really feel that. That's very powerful,
powerful.
in your book.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Earlier we were talking about a known artist.
Yeah.
Who
It was briefly mentioned.
we'll say it that way. We're talking about a known artist who just recently had an incident to where there were some family scars that were, the scab was kind of ripped off. And, the one thing about this known celebrity was that the way that it came out, it was not something that could be swept under the rug. It was not something that could be hidden, right? These were real live family scars that everybody was now able to see.
Yeah.
Carrie and I were talking, and we know, like, a lot of times, I know even in my culture, in your culture, and Carrie's culture, it may be in which, from families, we kind of hide things. You know what I'm saying? We kind of put things. It's almost like, we say it this way: people sweep things underneath the rug, and they keep on sweeping things underneath the rug, and because nobody wants to deal with it, right? So if somebody would have just dealt with it early on, no problem. But because they didn't deal with it, now that little dirt that's underneath the rug is now like this huge mountain.
Yeah.
Because nobody was willing to deal with it. I know with this book, one of the things that you're trying to do, you're trying to get people to come to have conversations about family scars, to kind of expose those things, bring those things out, have conversations. What has that been like? What have been some of the stories that you've heard from people who are doing book clubs, who are sitting down, who are actually using the book almost as a therapeutic piece to help people to heal?
I mean, it's so funny that you say that. I've had several people. Like, it's always funny when you write, you're hoping that people can feel what you're saying or can understand your direction. And so when I wrote the book, I put it out, hoping that people enjoy it, can feel it and understand. And I was just overwhelmed with so many people saying, like, "Oh my God, this reminds me of my childhood. Like, me and my dad had disagreements, or me and my mom. When I lost a parent, pretty much my household was destroyed, and so we didn't have that matriarch. We didn't have that person that we need to talk to, wasn't there.
Right.
And so it just brought up a lot of emotions. And as I stated earlier, I want a story that people can relate to and they can understand. And so people are understanding the stories, and they like, whoa, they felt a connection with the book. And it's like, okay, I just feel like there's just so much stuff I want to know about the story.
Right.
And I'm just sitting back here like in awe, which I'm actually having on next Sunday a book discussion at 2:00. So if anybody who read the book, we could have a good old candid conversation and just talk about it. Of course, if you haven't read the book, no spoilers, so we don't want you to just jump on to listen to all the good juicy stuff.
Right.
But there's a lot of great conversations as far as father and son relationships, therapy, how you handle death, just family relationships, and also image.
That's right.
What's more important, your image in your community or your image with your family?
Right. Let's do this, Trey. We have kind of talked around this thing, all right? Can you give the people just a brief synopsis of Family Scars? Now, for those of you who want the book, I'm telling you, I already put it in the comment section. Go ahead, click the link. You need to get the book. You need to pick it up so that you can be on the little call thing that Trey's having. So y'all go ahead, click on the link, pick up the book, and because you need this. It's a good one. So Trey, can you give a synopsis? Like, what is the book actually about?
Sure. Well, the book is about this businessman and deacon of his church named Ellis Hickman, who lost his wife due to cancer. And so not only is he grieving and trying to figure out like which direction she to go in his life and the pain he's dealing with, he still got to deal with his kids. He has to reestablish a relationship with his kids because the things he did in the past is affecting the relationship right now. And not only he had to deal with the kids and the wife, but then a mystery person came into his life to kind of help, educate him and just kind of help him to reevaluate his life and some of the things that he needed to do to make him a better person and to kind of move forward, because you got a lot of grudges and a lot of things that go on that not only needs to be forgiveness, but it needs to be looked at for your action, what you did in the past, and so people can move forward.
That right there, that it's just, again, the book is so captivating. There's so many like turns and twists, and
I know, right?
I mean, it's just a great novel. Again, I did put the actual link to the book on Amazon. It's in the comment section. Go ahead and click on that book and make sure you go and make sure you grab that book, because the book Family Scars, it's a dope book. It's a dope book.
Absolutely. I'm gonna just read like just one little part just to give you all some realness. Like you really need to get the book, because maybe you've been there. Maybe you've been there. Tasha got up. She walked to her dresser and pulled out her mother's obituary. Maybe you've been there before. Tears fell down her face. I wish you weren't gone, Mama. I miss you, stated Tasha. She lay back on her bed thinking of what's her purpose in life. No support from her father, no love from her sister, no communication from her brother, and no friends that she could count on was on her mind. It's like, wow, maybe some people have been in that place. And that's just one of the characters in the story that's just coming to a place like a revelatory kind of moment. And they're dealing with grief. And you see, again, the different ways of dealing with grief, like Trey was sharing, because we all deal with it differently, some healthy and some not. But we hope that you will deal with grief healthy. That you will connect with groups like Trey is putting together to use books like these to just be kind of conversation starters for people not to feel so alone when they may deal with grief and depression and things of that nature, and they need someone to talk to. So, Trey, again, I applaud you for your work.
That's awesome.
Oh, thank you.
So Trey, real quick, I definitely want to understand Campania Publishing.
Publishing. Tell
because
us.
not only are you an author, but you actually own a publishing company.
And there are so many people out there trying to write a book. So
yeah. Tell us about Campania Publishing. What is it? How does it work? The whole 9 yards. Yeah.
Okay, well, for me, I don't want to feel like I got a job or another 9 to 5.
Wow.
I'm thankful for what I have, but I enjoy being independent. I enjoy pretty much being the CEO of my own direction, my own creativity. And plus, I don't want to feel like I have to wait for the big companies to give me permission to do X, Y, and Z. And so for me, having my own publishing company, I want to be able to direct myself in how I want to go, as far as which direction. So of course, big shouts out to my soror, Brittany Jackson, Esquire. Definitely thank you for putting me up on the, take care of my trademark and logo. If you're gonna do it, you gotta be official.
That's right.
Of course, I got an LLC, so just take care of the business side first, and then since I'm my own publishing company, all the bills I got to go ahead and sign those checks. So
right.
So if you really want to do it, make sure you stack your money, because you got to think about marketing, image, branding, your product, distribution, an editor. You got a whole lot of things you got to deal with. And like I said, I got to sign the checks. If there's any problems, I'm the person that got to deal with it. And so, I mean, I enjoy it because I enjoy talking to people. I'm thankful I'm on this show because, again, I told you earlier, I'll be watching this show and I'll just be all excited. It's like, I got to be on the show. But
Well, we're
I'm
glad
thankful.
you're here.
You gave me this opportunity. And just to talk about the book, talk about my love, and I'm hoping that people will go ahead, purchase the book, and just have that opportunity to read it, check it out, and just I'm not one and done.
That's
I
right.
got another book coming out called Protect Her Heart, trying to be romantic for all the ladies, because women are the thing on this planet.
Okay.
And I'm not saying because it's International Women's Month, but the women are the greatest. So
okay.
Hey.
Look, go on to say it, Trae. Go on to say it.
There's nothing like a good woman. So
That's
hey,
right.
I got a book coming out, and then got some other things in the works that I'm trying to release through my publishing company, Campaign Your Publishing.
So if people want to follow you, Trae, how can they follow you?
Sure, they can go on to Instagram, Author Trae D Johnson. You can go on my website, www.traejohnson.com. That's www.traejohnson.com. And you can email me at campaignyourpublishing@gmail.com, in which that is campaignyourpublishing@gmail.com. But if that's a little bit too long for you, just go to www.traejohnson.com. My name's right there.com. And I have that information as well that you can look me up, email me. And if you buy the book, the back of it is all the other good juicy
It's
stuff.
all in there.
It's all in there.
Yep, it's all in there.
Yeah.
It sure
Family
is.
Scars. Go on Amazon. You can just type on Amazon, Trae D Johnson, Family Scars. Go onto the website. You can look me up.
Or you can go right here underneath this live.
Right here.
Go
right
down
here.
there.
It's right there.
Click
it's right
it
there. Click on the
and
link.
make a purchase.
That's it.
I'm telling you, it's an easy read. You won't want to put it down. It's packed. Like Trae, I think there might need to be like a sequel, like Scars 2 or something.
Yeah.
So I kind of,
you like the 20th person who asked me that.
I mean,
So
you left me hanging, bro. Like, I want to know what happens. Like, I want to know. And this is coming from someone, I love to read and I love books, but it's hard for me. But Trae captured my attention.
Yes.
Because it's real, y'all. This is real stuff. I keep being on the
get
wrong
it,
side
get
of the
in
camera.
there. Get it in
This
there.
is real. I hear this every day as a mental health professional. Parts and pieces of this every single day, and this is real. And putting out real things helps real people live a real life. So I just encourage you to click the link, support Trae, and support yourself.
Absolutely.
For sure. And I got one question though, Trae. It's on the back of the book. You like New Jack Swing?
Come on now.
Yes.
Tell us about this.
Come on now.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's my generation from Teddy
Come
Riley.
on, Teddy
I
Riley.
know Teddy
Come on.
Riley.
Come
Somebody on
Oh,
here
oh,
needs to
Yep,
be
yep.
reminded.
Come on.
Yeah, you got Party MC, Guy, Jodeci.
Come
of course,
on.
the king of R&B, the greatest of all time, Bobby
Yes.
Brown, Keith Sweat. What?
Y'all,
Listen,
that's classic.
he talking my language.
See, Trae, some people did not understand that was New Jack Swing. They had no idea. They just thought they were like love ballads. You say Keith Sweat, you say Bobby Brown, they don't go there. So people need to be reminded. Our generation is that's some good music.
No. Yeah, like said, Teddy Riley production, and like I said, a lot of slow ballads. Keith Sweat, Teddy Riley produced some of those tracks.
Yes.
So
That's right.
he used a little new way, kind of slowed it down for the ladies.
That's right. Like Trae, we are gonna have to do a house party. Like we can do it via Zoom. We can get
man.
together because I'm telling you, we would be turned up in this thing.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, they really don't want that because I would turn it up.
That's what I'm talking about.
We can do 80s and 90s.
Come
We
on.
can start with some new edition.
Yes, sir.
I can add a little Madonna in it.
Come on, that's it.
Well,
That's
but
it.
You don't. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready.
Well,
he just said we ain't
look, he don't know who he's talking to.
Know.
He only.
just
This
don't.
is the Edge Life.
But we definitely have to turn the air condition on in
You know
here.
what I'm
So
saying?
do that. Whew.
Yeah, don't.
Again.
Trey,
Don't make me go back to Harlem, Georgia, and pull out the tapes.
Man,
Uh-oh.
hey. I'm gonna do like they did on Bill Cosby and say, Shalom. you better watch out, man. You better watch out.
Hey, man, I'll go ahead and get the new Jack City soundtrack on you. You know, don't let me start.
Jack City.
That's what I love.
That.
That is what I love. That is what I love.
awesome.
Well, listen, again, we thank you so much, Trey,
Yes,
for coming,
thank you.
spending some time with us, sharing with us about this book, Family Scars. This is an amazing book.
Amazing.
Like I said earlier, full of many twists, turns. Like Trey, I was reading the book and I was like, my brother over here doing a Tyler Perry on us right now. I mean, like
may need to be a
it
play.
was all that. It was all that. So
Yes.
once again, go into the comments, click on the link, go get the book. You need a hard copy. You need to get the book. Go ahead and get it on today.
And hit him up on his
Thank you.
website at Trae Johnson. That's TRAE Johnson.com. And you'll get all the information that you need. Support Trae and support mental health.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Zach,
All right.
Zach, again, thank you for this opportunity. I appreciate y'all both. Thank you.
Well, thank
Thank
you, Trey.
you.
Thank you. All right, good people. Well, listen, we hope that you have enjoyed this day with author Trae D. Johnson. Trey, like I said, Trey's amazing. I am so glad that we had the opportunity to
And
bring
we
him
hope
on.
you got your book.
We hope you got your
Family
book, like for real.
Scars. Yes.
You need to make sure you get
Now.
that book.
Get it now.
Like go get it now.
get it.
Don't
Yeah.
be waiting. Don't be waiting. Like go and click on the link and get it now. Pull it up and get it because you need to have this in your repertoire.
I knew that was coming.
I had the $5
could've
word. You felt
said
it?
it.
Did you feel
Yes.
it? You have to have it in your repertoire
You need it in your
of books.
library.
That's what you need in your library. You gotta have it.
Yes.
You gotta have it. You gotta have it. So good people, listen.
Yes.
With that being said, this is the Edge Live 7 podcast. Make sure that you go share this out with somebody.
Absolutely.
We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We're on all social platforms. So make sure you share this out with somebody. You never know who might need something like this. So, honey, we gonna see them next week?
We're going to see you next week. Same time.
We'll holla at y'all.
Peace.
Edge life, you're too close to the ledge. We gon' push you forward a few steps ahead. It's that edge life. Oh, oh, gotta get it in your head, baby. Welcome to the edge life. You're too close to the ledge. We gon' push you forward a few steps ahead. It's that edge life. Oh.